Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here again, and it's Wednesday afternoon. Just want to show you a little bit about the charts. You know, I like to tell you a little bit about why the weather's doing what it's doing, and what as a forecaster I look at when I'm looking at charts. Just want to show you a little bit about the 500 millibar flow that's taking place at the moment. The chart that we've got in front of us is from wettercentral.de. You've got the time that the chart is valid for here up the top, and what we're looking at is the pole is here. British Isles under here. Here's North America, look, and out here we've got Russia. So what we're looking at is these white lines are pressure isobars, and the colours are the 500 millibar flow. Now, what I wanted to show you was how we've got this pool of cold air, look, over the country just at the moment. And what's interesting is that as we run the sequence through, you'll see this pool of cold air just warming through. It's lost any feed of cold air, so it warms through as we get through the next few days and drifts its way northwards in towards Norway. But what I'm interested in is this little ridge that's building out towards the west. Now what's happening here is these are the heights that are building from warm air that's coming off the eastern coast of the state. It's constantly pushing its way northwards and is building the heights in the atmosphere to the west of the UK. Now what that then does is it prevents cooler air coming in at upper levels and making much progress eastwards across the Atlantic into the early part of next week. So what you then look for is some colder air to come in and warm the cool the trough, and cool the ridge, and therefore it makes the ridge collapse and become a weaker feature, and eventually the cold air can break through across the top and we get the jet stream forming, and we get unsettled weather moving in. So this is the chart for Monday. Look, there's the remnants of the warm air that's built northwards off the east of the states. But just watch out here what's going on. We've got a flow coming in off Canada, cooler air coming off the Canadian mainland and across the northwest Atlantic. Now watch what happens, look, it forms a little cold pool of air there south of Greenland, and you'll notice how the colours here to the south get squeezed together. This is the development of the jet stream. We've got warm air down to the south, cold air to the north, the heights get squeezed together and we get this strong wind that's moved through. Now that strong wind will move its way eastwards and the jet stream pick up as we get through into the middle to the latter part of next week, and it looks as if it's that brings us back into fairly unsettled conditions during next week. However, it's going to be in the north of the country that sees most of the rain, and also western areas. Down to the south looks as if conditions aren't as unsettled, but there will be rain there, and you can see that because we get this trough developing, look, in the upper flow, and that trough indicates that there'll be showers, possibly outbreaks of rain moving through during the latter part of next week. But we're still getting these little bumps, look, in the jet stream out to the west in the Atlantic. So that means that we're not going to be pounded by really unsettled conditions. We'll probably get a couple of days of unsettled weather, showers or rain, followed by a day or two of fine weather moving in. But the story from these charts, from these long range charts, these ensemble models, is that this jet stream continues to flow during the next 14 days, bringing features in from the Atlantic, and so the weather will never really settle down during the next 10 to 14 days, although just some hints coming through by the time we get through to about the 20th of a ridge of high pressure building through Ireland and southern parts of the British Isles, which, if you remember, was what I was predicting during the earlier part of this week. So we'll wait and see. I don't know how long that settled weather would last from about the 20th of July. We'll wait and see what happens, but I just wanted to show you that because it's quite an interesting feature that's taking place in the weather. Okay, I hope that's been of interest to you. Thanks for watching, and keep the sun shining.